Before we start our presentation of our research proposal, we would like to acknowledge the presence of the following: Dr. Abigail Ilagan Manzano, Director of ETIAP and Scholarships, Lyceum of the Philippines University, Batangas; Dr. Remedios P. Magnaye, one of the finest graduate school lecturer, Lyceum of the Philippines University, Batangas; and Dr. Ray Fernan Refosar, Dean of College of Business Administration, Lyceum of the Philippines University, Batangas; and to our research advisor, Dr. Norma Minez, good evening and thank you. I am Joseph Alvin Umahon with my research partners, Mr. Ryan Manalo and Ms. Edeline Gunay Chavez. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Ryan Manalo. Good
Good
evening,
evening.
Ms. Edeline Gunay Chavez.
Good evening.
A simple definition: job satisfaction refers to people's positive feelings or attitudes towards their jobs. In other words, a person who has high job satisfaction values his jobs highly, enjoys it, and feels good about it. As for Kate Davis and Newstrom, job satisfaction is the set of favorable or unfavorable feelings with which employees view their work. The concept of job satisfaction is another important technique used to motivate employees to work harder. A productive employee is a happy employee. Generally, a happy employee is one who is satisfied with his or her workplace. It is vital to have job satisfaction since most people spend a significant amount of time at their workplace. The purpose of this study is to determine how satisfied overseas Filipino service workers are with their jobs in Italy. Identifying the factors that impact job satisfaction is the primary objective of this study. Whether employees' needs are adequately met, and whether they are more likely to remain competent as a result. Coordination between managers and employees is also crucial. It will be interesting to see if the result of this study reveal that employee satisfaction and enjoyment at work play the most significant roles. Our main objectives: job satisfactions among overseas Filipino service workers in Italy. This study will specifically first describe the respondent's profile in terms of length of working experience, highest educational attainment, position, and employment type, and salary. Second, determine job satisfaction of overseas Filipino service workers in Italy in terms of work environment, job security, relationship with management, working conditions. Third, test the significant differences on the responses when grouped according to profile variables. And last, propose a plan of action to improve job satisfaction of overseas Filipino service workers in Italy.
Research design. This study used a quantitative method of research to determine job satisfaction among overseas Filipino service workers in Italy. Quantitative approaches highlight objective, measurement, and statistical, mathematical, or numerical analysis of data obtained by a poll, survey, or survey methodologies, or by the use of computing tools to manipulate pre-existing data. Quantitative research is aimed at collecting and generalizing numerical data across groups of persons or to explain a certain occurrence. And for the participants, the respondents for the study will be randomly selected overseas Filipino service workers who live and work in Italy. In the Ministerio del Lavoro e delle Politiche Sociali annual report for the presence of Filipino migrants, La Comunità Filipina, approximately 150,752 Filipinos live in Italy, and 70.4% were long-term residents with an employment rate 72.5%. A majority of Filipinos in Italy work in the service industry, which comprises 67.2% of workforce.
Good evening. Next is about our data gathering instrument. A data collection instrument has been adapted and modified from the research entitled Job Satisfaction of Overseas Filipino Workers in Qatar by Joban D. Makayanan, Henry S. Pontevedra, and Roderick E. Villegas, published in 2021. The questionnaire is composed of two main sectors. First contains the respondent's demographic profile, such as working experience, highest educational attainment, position and employment type, and salary. The second part is job satisfaction in terms of work environment, job security, relationship with management, working conditions, and work itself. This is how we gather data. A validity and reliability test will be conducted on the adapted questionnaires before they are administered. Following this, the questionnaire will be administered by Google Forms to the respondent directly. Responses to the questionnaires will be collected, tallied, interpreted, and analyzed.
For the analysis of this research, the following statistical tools will be used. Respondents' demographic profile will be described using frequency and percentage distribution. FSSC standard compliance will be used for the weighted mean and ranking. We will also have a person-product moment correlation. Spearman rank correlation is used to test the significance of a relationship between variables. Last, the data will be analyzed using PASW version 26 statistical software. This research will have its ethical consideration. The researchers will follow ethical practices when conducting the study, such as informed consent and disclosure of information. The researchers will contact respondents before they answer the questionnaire to obtain their permission to participate in the study. It is strictly prohibited to use any of the information gathered for the other purpose than research. The data privacy statement will be included in the questionnaire. Information submitted by the respondents will be held strict confidence and solely used for research purposes.
First part of our questionnaires, respondents have to answer by putting check mark on the box across of the desired answer. A. Employment status, regular, permanent, or casual, contractual. B. Educational attainment, high school graduate, vocational graduate, college graduate, or master's degree. C. Salary range, if they are earning 50,000 1 and above, 30,000 1 and above, 15,001 to 30,000, or below 15,000. D. Length of service. If they are already working 10 years and above, 6 to 9 years, or 5 years and below.
The second part of the survey will determine the job satisfaction using the 4 Likert scale. 1. If the respondents strongly disagree. 2. If they disagree. 3. If they agree. And 4. If they are strongly agree. Under the work environment, 1. Many of our rules and procedures make doing our job easy. Number 2, I like doing the things I do at work. 3, the company is a family-friendly place to work. 4, I have the opportunity to collaborate with coworkers while at work. 5, I have a strong knowledge base in the areas in which I am assigned to. In the second part of the survey, they will also ask about their job security. 1. I have a sense of security in my job. 2. The company has a good terms of contract of employment. Number 3. The company offers a satisfying retirement plan. 4. I know what to do in an emergency situation. And lastly, the company is able to maintain a high level of production while maintaining safety.
More of the variables to be answered are about relationship with management. First, the management establishes responsibility and accountability among employees. 2. The management creates a sense of teamwork and company spirit. Third, the management is not afraid to take disciplinary action when needed. Fourth, the management has a mutual trust and respect for employees. And last, the management at the company has a good understanding of my work environment and processes. The respondents will also be asked about the working conditions. First, if there is flexibility on scheduling workload with working hours. Second, there is a stress-free working condition. Third, I feel my safety is a priority in my work. Fourth, I feel up to date on my knowledge of possible safety hazards in my workplace, and I am able to balance my time at work and personal life. And lastly, they will also be asked the work itself. First, if there is a freedom of decision how to accomplish my assigned work. Second, there is a freedom of choice when performing my duties. Third, there is a provision for flexible work procedures. Fourth, the company provides clear job position, scope, and responsibilities. And fifth, there is a sufficient professional authority and autonomy at work. And that concludes our proposal for our research job satisfaction among overseas Filipino service workers in Italy. Again, I am Joseph Alvin R. Umahon, taking up Bachelor of Science and Business Administration, major in Marketing Management.
And this is Adeline Gunay Chavez, taking up Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management.
And I'm Ryan L. Manalo, also taking up Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Human Resource Development Management.